tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the kid.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles, they're good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Faster, faster.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
11 MT.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That good for 22 and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
Stop.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
On the set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52 blaster.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And take it right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch out now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On play action, Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On 2. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Burrow. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
12.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 21, 49ers 6.
I'm wondering.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Fights through him. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Burrow throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown, Seahawks.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
52 blaster, flag 2.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the option, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they go play action now. Burrow, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Velus Jones, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Green. Red.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Lance going to try to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over at first and 10. At their own
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
I'm wondering.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Lance. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Lance looks to throw again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Play action, now it's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Velus Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on first down is Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Okay, second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing now is Lance. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Red striker. Blue striker. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Being chased out left. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance now on first down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Ready, set. Shot, 17.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Let's go. Once you get up. Yellow.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lance now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing it in the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 11. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the sack on 1st down, Lance. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
On the ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 67 yards. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
On the set. Ready.
Working from the gun. Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Velus Jones from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. And now once again they'll line up to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
On 1, right? 11, Thomas.
Straight ahead is Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, a lot of